These 3 daily PPC habits saved my budget and boosted my Amazon profits. I'll show you how in today's video. You can see after doing these strategies I'm going to be showing you, now our spend is only $147 on Amazon and we're making $2,000 in return. That's from the past 30 days, so it's pretty decent. It's like giving somebody $75 and getting $1,000 in return. Hard to beat. Now, the number one thing I see people not doing is lowering keyword bid. This is my favorite thing to do. And what you're doing is you're just kind of looking at your ads and you're like, okay, why is our A cost so high? And sometimes it's because your cost per click is so high on Amazon. So when your ad shows up, somebody clicks on it, it costs you like $3 or $5. Imagine if it only cost you 5 cents, right? So what you want to do is slowly but surely lower your cost per click, right? So to do that, you're going to find your campaign. Let's say it's this one right here, and you're going to click on that here. It'll take you here. Then you click on the total targets right here. Click on that, number 1. And it's going to tell you all of the targets. And here's the bid. This is your bid, right? Now, what you want to do is slowly lower your bid, right? So right now, the suggested bid is $2 for this item, for this keyword. We're not going to spend $2. We're going to slowly decrease this as low as humanly possible, as long as it's spending money. And that way, our cost per click right now is pretty much 50% lower. So it's already 50% lower than this, and that's going to save us 50%. If it was 50% higher, then our ROAS or our A cost is going to be a lot worse on this. So it all comes down, a lot of it is to your cost per click. So every week I'm going to come in, I'm going to be like, let's just lower this a few cents. So I'm at 136. I'm going to go down to 133 and we're going to save that and see if it still spends money. If it still spends money, we're going to wait another week and then we'll lower it by 2 cents. So you got to do it very, very slowly. If you do it very quickly with Amazon's algorithm, it's going to mess everything up. But we were able to do this extremely slowly and get it all the way down for one of our clients, down to all the way 10 cents. Yes, it still spent money. Yes, it still generated sales. But it does take months, even a year if you want to get it down that low. Once you do it quick, then it doesn't work. So slowly lower that cost per click, get it down. Number 2 is segmenting your campaigns to an average of less than 5 keywords per campaign. I usually do 1 keyword per campaign. That's kind of hard for some people because you want to keyword stuff, or you can do 3 keywords per campaign. But what I see a lot when I'm managing new clients is I open up one of their campaigns and I'm like, okay, let's check out their campaign. So I like click on their campaign, right? So I'm like clicking on one of them and I open it and then I see their total targets and they've got like 40 different keywords in one campaign. And I know for a fact, it's extremely difficult for them to manage. If I said, hey, what's keywords doing the best? They can't just look at it and be like, oh, I know which one's doing the best. When you have 40 keywords or 20 keywords, even 10 keywords per campaign, lowering the bid for each one and monitoring it and making sure it's successful is very difficult, right? So I like to find some winning keywords and then just put them in one campaign, right? And that's only 5 keywords max. I like to do 3 keywords or even 1 keyword because look, I changed this to rank 1 keyword campaign, and it's so much easier to manage. It's so much easier for me to manage, my team to manage. And if we just do 1 keyword and really test, so we have 1 campaign, 1 keyword, another campaign, another keyword, another campaign, another keyword, and we just monitor them and see if any of them are winners, and we slowly reduce the bid. Even if this 1 campaign, it's doing terrible, if we can get that bid down low enough, even if we get 1,000 clicks for 5 cents and then we get a few sales, the ROI is still going to be pretty darn good. So, but if it's 1,000 clicks at $1, it's never going to be good. So you want to slowly segment those campaigns, and you want to do that every single day. You want to just look to your campaigns. And if you find one keyword that's really standing out. So let's say there was 5 keywords in this. This is only one, but let's say there was 5, right? And I found this one was like a winner. This one's doing amazing. The other keywords not as good. I'm gonna take this and put it in its own separate campaign, right? So what we want to do is put the winning keywords in their own separate campaigns. And then what we're going to do over time is we're going to have 10 campaigns and they're all going to have one keyword and they're only winners, right? And then you can sit back and kind of relax because you already have the winners. They're in separate campaigns. They're not competing against each other. They're not using the same budget. They're in separate campaigns. And that's what I love to do. And that's what I've seen works the best. Number 3 is to optimize your listing. The goal is every single week or daily, when you're going through, why are people clicking and not buying, right? So if you're running a new keyword like biodegradable plastic bags, I'm gonna look at my listing and be like, is my listing a biodegradable plastic bag, right? And I'm gonna look, maybe they want that in the title. Maybe I should be putting this keyword in the title, and that's gonna help increase clicks. Because if somebody types in, let's say Nike shoes or biodegradable shoes, right? Biodegradable shoes, and yours doesn't say biodegradable shoes in the title and other people's do, the customer is going to click on the other people's before yours. So you want to see, should you be changing your title? Should you add this keyword in your title? Should you add this keyword in your image, your first image, right? So that's another thing that we want to do is really look at our listing and see how clickable is it? Is it what people want? And is your first image, a lot of it is your first image and your title, is it better than the competition? Is it showing? Your title should show in the 5 first words. Here, let's look at 5 first words. Exactly what it is. 6-pack portable campfire. It shows exactly what the product is. Then, which this one does extremely well. Then that first image needs to be clickable, right? It needs to show that 6-pack portable campfire, and it needs to produce an emotion because images can speak thousands of words, right? This image, it's extremely basic. It's pretty dull, right? So what we need to do for this one is make it better. Take these warnings off. Nobody needs to see the warnings until they receive the product. Why are you putting the big warnings on here? It just makes it seem like it's gonna explode, right? So what we wanna do is make this better. We wanna try to fit all of these in like the flames cut off, right? And then we wanna look at the competitors, not only competitors in our category, but in other categories of other products we purchased, right? Why did we buy them? Why did we click on them before the other ones? Did it produce an emotion? Now, this is our first image. Let's look at our competitor's first image. And you can see right away, this one's producing a much higher quality emotion than this one. This one's pretty much producing no emotion. This one's producing a much higher emotion because look at this. If you're hungry, or if you even think about eating right now, you can see the s'mores and you're like, oh my gosh, I love the s'mores. Now you're salivating, which is a human tendency. You can think about the marshmallows, roasting them with your family. You can think about the past of you doing that. This, I can't really think about much. So it's time to continue to look at why are some keywords working and why are some keywords not working. Double down on the ones that are working, but also the ones that aren't working, you want to just see like, why aren't they working? Maybe you can optimize it, add. Maybe people think that your listing's from China and you put made in the USA, that's what the keyword you're targeting. Maybe you should add a little badge instead of safety warning, made in USA, right? So there's a lot of different things you can do. And that's going to be a part of your daily checklist as well. But that's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. There's a link right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, one of our most popular services is our full Amazon advertising management service. This is where we're going to be managing your ads, creating your ads, getting that cost per click as low as possible, so that way your ACoS is low and your ROAS is high. In order to do that, not only are we going to be optimizing your ads, but we're going to look at your listing and make sure your listing is A1 compared to all your competitors. So when people see your listing, they're clicking and you're saving time, money, and increasing sales with ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.